Hi Junkers, it's Kathy, and I'm here to show you another ephemera folder that I'm going to make. Let's get started. First of all, you need, let's see, I think I said 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need 8 pieces of cardstock. They don't have to be double-sided, although these are, and they should measure, I've already cut them, 12 inches by 8.5 inches. And then you're also going to need another heavy cardstock, and this is 8.5 by 11. I'm going to start with folding my 8.5 by 12 papers. Let me find my bone folder. I lost it. Here we go. And I'm simply going to fold these in half on the 12-inch side. And going to make sure they're nice and creased. A real nice crisp fold. And I chose papers from the same paper pack that kind of are coordinated together, but you can also just use scraps. This was a scrap pack, a leftover pack that I wanted to get rid of. Whoops. And I'm always looking for things to hold my ephemera. This is similar to something I made previously with an accordion spine. It was an accordion spine art journal. But in this one, I'm going to make it all pockets. So it's a little different. But if you know how to make an accordion spine journal, you're all set. And I'm going to set those aside for now, and I'm going to take my scoreboard and score my spine, and I'm scoring it at every 3/4 of an inch on the long side. Oh, that's not 3/4. There we go. And your last little one is only going to be 1/2 inch. But that's okay. And what you do is just start folding it. You can crease it afterwards. I mean, crisp it up afterwards. Burnish it. Or you can do it as you go. I like to do it as I go, like every 3 or 4 that I've done. And I simply go back and forth. Let me get it on this side. As I said, the last one is just a 1/2 inch. Okay, so you end up with something that looks like this. You have a flap going down on one side and a flap coming up on the other. And the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put double-sided tape on each side of these little things. So that means I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pieces. I'm going to start with the end up first. And this is the tedious part, and it does get pretty tedious. Make sure you don't go over your fold line, but you can go right up to it. And because that last one was a 1/2 inch and my tape is 3/4 of an inch, I'm going to cut that now. Whoop. Started cutting the paper. Okay. I'm just going to continue putting that on as best I can. I tried to cut a bunch beforehand to save some time. Okay, let me trim this off. Okay, now I want to burnish it well. But I also don't want to lose its fold. Just like that. Whoop. Jackson. Okay, let's start. And you don't want to pull them all off at the same time. I'm going to have this be the cover. So I'm going to take the edge. And remember, this side's only 3/4, it's only a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to go below that about 1/4 inch so that it matches up. Whoop. It gets tricky in the beginning, but then it's fine. Okay. And then this one's going to go right on the other side of that. But before I tape it down, I want to put glue in here because I'm going to make this into some pockets. So all of the pages are going to be pockets. Okay, I'm going to come back in and notch it. You want to make sure that you're going all the way to the fold, but not over it. Okay, I want to make sure that I'm gonna have to trim it because I messed it up a little bit when I put in the cover, the front part. I'm gonna do that right now. There we go. No harm, no foul. Okay, and we're going to do the exact same thing. I'm actually going to notch it before I put it in, and I'm going to notch it at both ends. I mean both sides, just like that. Then I'm going to put it in here. And I like to do this kind of at an angle. I want to set it before the one in front of it, and then just fold. Look, my goodness. Like that. Add some glue for the pocket. Take this off, stand it up, which makes it a little easier, and glue it down. Okay, and let me go ahead and put the notch in here. And while I have all these here, I'm going to go ahead and notch them all. It'll be a little easier. Now some of these I want to try. I don't know how it'll work. I'm going to cut one of them in half, almost to that 3/4 of an inch where we're going to glue it. Then I'm going to notch. So I'm going to have 2 half pockets. So we'll see what happens. I think it'll work. Okay, it's going to go like that. Alrighty, let's get on to this one. And do it like that. Add the glue for the pocket. Whoa, can't come yet. Okay. Just like that. Okay, and you always want to keep checking to make sure they're lining up at the edge. I probably should have checked to make sure the notches line up, which they don't, but that's what I'll have to do next time I make it. You know, you always correct yourself after you make something. Okay, I'm going to take this off. I'm going to try taking off both at the same time. And there we go. Four more to go. Ah. Oh well. Glue. And glue and attach. Sorry for my dog barking. He's just talking to my husband. Okay. Still working. These are 2 half pockets, so they're going to be a little trickier, but I think we can do it. Okay, let's get those in place. Okay, so let me try, open this up and line up one side first. It should be right there. And we'll close that side. Okay. And then we're going to line up other side. Wait. This is tricky. Use my head. Okay. Still not straight. I have to hold it with my chin. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense. Now it's all becoming clearer as mud. Okay, we'll put our glue on. I don't know about this. Gotta come all the way over. There we go. Okay, and more glue on this side. Okay, well, Okay, that kind of worked. One more here. Actually, two more. This one and the cover. Here. Here. I'm gonna put this on. And this. And last but not least, we have this. Like that. And just like this. Okay. Let's see. A little funky, but I think it'll still work. But I think that's okay. Now I'm just going to go through and I'm going to add some belly bands inside. I think I'll add this one. Just like this. We can put something in there. Maybe make some envelopes to hold something. And we can also make a little tuck. And here, I think I'll make a pocket out here. You see, I'm not a measurer. I kind of just eyeball it. Sometimes I'm wrong, but c'est la vie. And let's make a kind of a longer belly band. Just like that. Whoa, that wasn't correct. We have to make it into a little belly band. because I messed it up. And let's make a, see what colors I have. Let's make a flap. We're going to cut off the edge here. Okay, and we'll put that right in the center. Sorry for my desk is all messy. I apologize. Save that in case we need it for something. And let's see. So we want to make sure that the pockets all open and do what they're supposed to do. We want to check those out with the bone folder. Yep. And we have this here. Let's do something to make that a little prettier. All my squares are trapezoid shape. Kind of a patchwork. Let's cut out one of these houses. Oh. Here. That could be a belly band. Let's do another flap. I'll do it from I don't like the way that looks. Okay, that's it. I'm going to put on the front, I'm going to put on, eventually it will say my ephemera folder. That'll go there. And then, actually, I think it will go. I'll be able to stamp on this. My trapezoid again. And that's it. So let me just see how it holds my cards I made the other day. These would probably go in the shorter ones, although they could go, a couple could go in some of these, but I think they'd go in the shorter ones. And here, but I think they can fit right into these. I could put them all. And the ones that are tags, I can put down here. Oh, I still have more. Geesh, I made a lot of these. But I think they'll fit back here. Oh, that has to be trimmed. Let me go back and put them in here. And what's nice, it just expands. Now what I need to do is go back and trim this, but I'll do that afterwards. I hope you enjoyed this. I think this will make a nice ephemera folder. I think I would probably do a few more of these pockets. I think those are helpful. These are awfully deep. So, you know, you have to be able to stick your hand down there, which you can. Okie doke. Well, you all have a good night, and thank you for watching. And if you're not a subby, I'd love to have you. And have a good one. Good night.